Rosie! Rosie! Where are you, you willful nag? Lord Narcisse.
Lady Lola, are you looking for your horse? I just saw her ride off. Something must have spooked her.
Or someone. Did you follow me from the castle, then scare off my horse?
Now, why would I do that? To enjoy the pleasure of a few moments of your company alone. Would that flatter you?
It's not so much flattering as it is inconvenient. You can't force me to ride back with you.
Lady Lola, I would never force you to do anything you didn't want. But it is a very long walk back to the castle. Yes, it's quite far. Oh, wait, what is that I see in the distance? Is that someone coming to your aid? No. Sorry. Perhaps it's a very big wolf.
You're the wolf.
My second wife loved to ride as you do, sitting forward, pressed against the pommel. She would ride around our estate for hours.
How interesting.
Yes, I thought so. Especially after she told me that that position is particularly invigorating for a lady.
I was trying not to crowd you.
Oh, I don't mind. Though, if you truly prefer to be pressed up...
I'm fine.
You don't have to be shy, you know. I have seen you in the bath.
I think your horse is sufficiently rested.
Oh, we'll be back at the castle soon enough. I regret our time together will be over. It doesn't have to be that way.
What do you mean?
You are reluctant to be seen with me because you fear complication, disapproval from your king or your queen who you serve.
Oh, there are many other reasons, I assure you.
All of which would be moot if our meetings were, say, clandestine.
You're proposing we meet in secret, like thieves or adulterers?
Well, fruit often tastes sweeter when it's forbidden. I admit it, the prospect intrigues you to do something free from the tedium and responsibility of court life. Something you don't have to explain or defend. Something purely for your pleasure. I won't press you for a response now, but you do inspire impatience. So I would like an answer soon. I didn't hear from you about my offer. Though, attempting to frame me for treason should be answer enough, I suppose.
When did you know?
I found the item you planted soon after you visited. When the King's Guard didn't immediately arrive, I thought you'd had a change of heart.
I did, but...
But what? It saddens me that you chose Francis, a weak, patricidal king, over the future we might have shared.
You told me you were a patriot, resorting to blackmail for the good of France. Was it also for the good of France to threaten my baby, my queen, my friends?
I merely warned Francis of the consequences should his line be deposed. I thought it might motivate him to be a better ruler.
I'm to believe it was a tactic.
I would never hurt your baby, Lola. But don't misunderstand, your child is at risk and always will be as the son of the king. And there is a target on your back as well. You could have used the extra safety my friendship would have offered.
You are no friend or patriot. You're just a dangerous man.
Well, perhaps it's escaped your notice, but the world is a dangerous place. And one day you will wish you had someone like me to protect you from it. I hear you're seeing the Prince of Condé these days. Though the man is so boring and predictable, I can hardly believe it's true. Tell me, is someone making you spend time with him? Well, I assume you will be going to the feast with the prince tomorrow night, so I won't ask you to accompany me instead, but I have a better idea.
Really?
Once the feast is over and you've had your quota of boredom, we could go to the hot springs in the hills. On a cold winter's night, there is nothing more sensual. You could wear your thickest stockings for the ride up, and then I could help you peel them off.
I can't believe you're still making these suggestions. The king discredited you. You don't even have a house now.
It would be a mistake to think that I will not be back on top. Wear the flower on your dress at the feast. And when I see it, I'll know that you're agreed.
I thought you'd never get here.
I was detained by politics.
Are you sure it wasn't some pretty girl that detained you?
An accomplished man can handle both.
You.
How have I offended you now?
One question. Could sex with you be simple, not scary? Just two people? Or is there something unimaginably dirty or odd involved?
Ow.
Maybe. I'm ready to find out.
Lola, I can tell that you're not in your right mind at the moment.
Oh, not you too.
Though you are heartbreakingly tempting, were we to come together, I would want the real you.
She smells of ointment.
Escort Lady Lola to her chambers. Have the physician check on her. Watch over her.
He didn't even offer me a bath. And he always offers a bath.
Lady Lola, I thought I recognized you, but I assumed I was mistaken. What reason could a court lady have for visiting a known whorehouse? The mind vibrates with the possibilities.
I don't have to explain my comings and goings to you, but if you must know, I was delivering some cloth to a friend.
Your fallen friend, Lady Greer. I hear that she is the proprietor of this establishment. Industrious girl.
Women often have to be in order to survive.
They also need to be careful. Even making friendly deliveries, tongues less discreet than my own will wag. Even for the mother of the king's only child.
You mean especially for all women known as the king's mistress?
Word of your loyalty to Mary has spread. You have risen above any negative speculation there was about you. Your son is esteemed. Do not let anything diminish this position that you have earned.
Why do you care?
I don't know. But I do. I would escort you back if I was still welcome at court. But sadly, I'm not. Good night, Lola.
A sketch of me in the bath, naked, graphically detailed. I don't know which is more disturbing, the fact that you created it or the fact that you allowed it into the hands of other nobles.
The likeness is impressive.
Oh, stop admiring your own work. Did you really think I'd forget that I took a bath in front of you?
Well, it depends. I don't know who else you've bathed in front of. Am I the only one, for example, who knows that you have a charming little mole just here?
Oh.
Very well, yes. I made the sketch for my private edification. But then I made a large wager with Lord Travers. He bet that his paramour was the most beautiful woman in court. I felt otherwise, so offered your picture for the various nobles to vote on the question. Sadly, though your beauty is sublime, I lost the bet.
You do realize that all the men at court now believe I shared your bed? All we did was talk.
You were naked at the time, but I do see your point.
You told me to protect my reputation, and now you have hurled it in the mud. You said you cared about me, and now you...
I say a great many things. The mistake was yours in trusting me.
Why are you doing this? You're not the kind of person to hurt someone just for money.
I took advantage of the sufferings of others to build my holdings. I blackmailed the king. I threatened the safety of everyone he loved, including you. A few people I had kidnapped.
You have shown me that there is another side to you.
Which gave you the assurance you needed to take a bath in front of me, revealing all the sides there are to you. Do you think because we shared a few nice moments that you saw some good in me that no one else had ever seen before?
I can see quite clearly the man before me now. Could you fetch some warm clothes for John? Our carriage will be leaving soon. God save us on our journey.
Lola.
Stefan, what are you doing here?
I heard that you and John were leaving. I came to say goodbye.
And what about you? I would think a man who values self-preservation as much as you do would have similar plans to flee the castle.
The Queen Mother has elected to go down with the ship, therefore so will I.
Should I expect more embarrassing drawings of me to appear once Catherine learns of this visit?
You've heard of our relationship.
I had a feeling that your wager with the Lords was a charade. Your real aim was to push me away. And who else but Catherine would want that? I don't know what's more contemptible, the fact that she asked you to humiliate me or that you agreed.
I deserve that.
You're better than this. You don't have to be Catherine's lapdog.
No one ends a relationship with Catherine de Medici.
Then why are you here with me now?
Why do people commit acts that defy sense, even self-preservation? Why did Mary risk her throne for a man she could never marry? Why did Francis see what his wife was doing and still look away?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that should anything happen to either of us, I hope that you will remember me not as the man who lied and betrayed you. I hope you will remember me as the man who would have cherished you if he had had the chance. Forgive me, Your Majesties.
Your Majesty, I...
Francis, Lola is still out there. I know you don't trust me, but trust that I care for her. Let me find her.
Leave us.
What do you need? Men? Yes. But more than that, I think someone inside the castle was involved. The kidnappers knew the route that Lola's carriage had taken.
Do you know who it is?
I have my suspicions. But to say anything further might endanger Lola. Give me a day, but no one outside this room must know that I've left. Who are you working for? And we both know it is not the Prince of Condé. Do you need some persuasion?
Stefan, how did you find us?
Your son, he's alive.
Oh, they didn't harm him, thank God. Oh, it's all right, my love.
It soon will be.
Judas on foot.
Lady Lola.
Lord Narcisse, I was just...
Avoiding me, as you have done for the past few weeks. You returned my gifts, but please tell me you read my letters.
Nothing you say will make me change my mind. I will not be seduced into risking my life.
Lola, please. I risked everything to be free for you.
Don't you see that's just the problem? Catherine knows of your feelings for me.
She is exiled, banished from court.
For how long? She's done terrible things and been forgiven before. She is Francis's mother.
But if she returns, I will protect you.
And who will protect me from you? You say you want to court me, to do so honourably with the truest of intentions.
So you have read my letters. I hope you didn't skip over the dirty bits.
Stop it. You hurt me to please your lover, and I know you'll try and justify it, so let me be clear. The issue is this. I fear you.
You fear losing yourself to a man because you've only been with boys, and I include the king on that list. Were you mine, I would protect you with my life and much more.
Your vengeful skills such as blackmail, extortion, murder...
Stop judging me and admit the truth. I would never hurt you, and you know that. Lola, what are you doing in my chambers?
Taking a bath. You like me in baths?
I do.
Would you like to join me?
Am I to understand that you have rethought my proposition, that you're willing to let me court you?
Must we talk about that now? Are you just going to watch? What were you thinking you would do beyond this bathing moment?
When I shared my fondness for this particular situation, my plan was to seduce you. But that was before I came to care for you, as I do.
So you don't enjoy the bathing ritual anymore?
That is not what I'm saying, Lola. But is this your idea of a seduction?
A phrase like that, it certainly sounds like a failed seduction.
You do not need to seduce a man who already wants you. Francis denied my request to court you. Has he changed his mind? Have you?
And why does it have to be so formal? Why can't we just try this in secret?
Because you said I scared you, that you don't trust me.
As a potential husband, a true partner. But Francis forbade that, as you said, so...
So you feel protected, that we can only go so far with one another, that whatever you do or feel, you are saved from making a terrible mistake.
Francis said the same thing. He called it the mistake of my life, which is true. So is this. I am yours this night.
No. Not like this. I am going to marry you. And I can promise you that it is not a mistake because we're right for each other. You don't see it, but I do. And I am prepared to wait until you see it too. Leave us.
When you shared secrets in Catherine's bed, did they include the specifics of our bath time flirtation?
Why? What's happened?
A rat in my bath.
Well, even the house of a king is not immune to a rodent infestation.
No, it was planted there deliberately. This was inside its vile little mouth.
One rat down, 2 to go. But Catherine is imprisoned.
Giving her plenty of time to scheme against her rivals. You betrayed Catherine, had her exiled, and then made a public request to court me. Word of your intention has spread all over the castle, including Catherine's cell.
I swore that I would protect you.
But you also swore that you would never hurt me again, but you have. This is why I said no to you. I do have feelings for you, but I wanted to keep them private, and I was right to want that. Even rejecting you as a potential husband has put me in danger. And that's why we can never be together.
My news doesn't leave this room.
Stefan, how did you know?
I know this is where you come to pick those wild raspberries that John likes so much.
Because you had me followed.
No.
Because I pay attention.
Oh.
And because I love you. Maybe Catherine is coming for us. But if you and I have to pay her price for being together, then why don't we just be together?
But why marriage? Why has a binding union become so important to you, of all people?
Because it's important to you. You say you want just an affair. But I know the moment I lay you down beneath this tree, then you will see there's more between us than just the stuff of fleeting seduction. And you haven't given up on the idea of a real family. If I can't give you that, then our time together is limited, no matter how we feel. Lola, I want you forever.
But as long as Francis reigns, our relationship will be forbidden. I want you, Stefan, so I can get past my fear of Catherine. But if you want me, you need to stop holding out for an impossible marriage. Do you love me enough to meet me halfway?
I've just been to your chambers. I needed to make sure that Catherine hadn't left any more surprises. But you're safe. We are safe.
So many people, even my closest friends, see only one side of you. But I've seen something different, something I need. You were right. There's more than a fleeting affair between us. Stefan, I love you too. And I want it all. We will find our way to a true union somehow.
Marriage. Has Francis changed his mind?
No. But if you can just be patient, trust me. I promise we'll both get what we want.